Oh, good morning. This is Pastor Robbie George this morning. It is Monday. It is May the 28th, 27th. I'm sorry. It is May the 27th. It is Memorial Day here, 2024. And I'm going to read some scripture here. It is James chapter 4, verses 13 through 17. It says, "Go to now, ye that say, Today or tomorrow we will go into such a city and continue there a year, and buy and sell and get gain, whereas you know not what shall be on the morrow. For what is your life? It is even a vapor that appeareth for a little time, and then vanisheth away. For that you ought to say, If the Lord will, we shall live and do this or that. But now you rejoice in your boastings. All such rejoicing is evil." It says, "Therefore to him that knoweth to do good and doeth it not, to him it is sin." It is about 9:29 on Monday morning. It is the last day of my vacation here, and we got to go back to the real world here, and just not long now, but it's been a good week off, and the Lord has really given us some good time to relax and do the things we want to and we should be able to do on our vacation, if you will. But the reason I'm doing this video this morning here, as we finish up our vacation, just got the phone call from Gravel Hill Baptist Church, and they had a special business meeting, I believe, yesterday, and they voted us out of the church. 100% vote. So we accept that as the will of the Lord. It was not the will of the Lord that we stay there at the church any longer. And as of yesterday, we had been at the church for, 19 months and 3 days since we were voted in with that same 100% vote. And the church has chose to go another direction. And all we can say about the people there, we leave with no alt towards anyone there. Some of the best people in the world, like at every church we've been at, and some of the best people in the world. And we came to the church, and the church was perfectly at peace, and we hope that they can find that peace again. I know it may come at a later date than today, but there's some good, solid people there, and the next man of God that steps in the pulpit, he will be blessed to lead that congregation. It's been a blessing and a privilege to Janet and I, and we appreciate the prayers of these people, and we know that they've sought the mind of the Lord. And it doesn't always work out like you think it is, and you don't look back and you say, we could have done this or we could have done that. There's nothing that we could have done to end in any other way. We want the will of the Lord, both for Gravel Hill Baptist Church and Miss Janet and myself. And so we don't leave with no sorrow in our hearts. We'll miss the people there, obviously. It's been a blessed privilege to be able to lead them this year in 7 months, if you will. And we'll be praying that the next man of God is the one that the Lord wants there. And we just appreciate these people for seeking the mind of the Lord and following where the Lord led. Unfortunately, that was to our departing. We would have liked to continue to lead the church, but it wasn't the will of the Lord first, and it wasn't the will of the people second. So when those things don't align, naturally you have to go on. And we do so gracefully today. We don't look at it as a failure. The only person that's ever failed in this life is the one that didn't try. And so you understand that sometimes as a pastor, you don't always succeed. And so we just pray that the next man of God will do so. So as of yesterday, I guess about 12:30 on what would have been May the 26th, the pulpit was vacated at Gravel Hill Baptist Church, so we are no longer the pastor there. And we will be praying for those folks that the Lord heals any hurt or any harm. And we tried to depart in a good way on the phone earlier, and I think we did as best we could with that, and we did so gracefully. You pray for Janet and I as we go on to what the Lord has for us. We know that the Lord has great things in store, and we'll be sharing that here shortly in the next video. But the Lord's will was done today, and if the Lord will, we will do this. We will live and do this or do that. That's what Scripture tells us. And we appreciate the Lord and the time He's given us there at Gravel Hill Baptist Church. It was our first venture into Southern Baptist, so we're no longer there. But to God be the glory. Great things He hath done there when we were there. One person was gloriously saved by God's good graces last spring. And I know that there have been other people that have matured in their faith in the time that we've been there. And we made good friends that will last from now on. This doesn't end our relationship with them. But God bless you today. God keep you. God make His face shine upon you today. Pastor Robbie George coming to you from our home 20 here in Archdale.